Hey everybody, and welcome to the Wandering Village, a building sandbox city builder where you build a city on the back of a giant wandering creature. I've had this one in my backlog for a while. I've just had it. I bought it when it first came on early access, and it's still in early access, but they had a massive update to it called the Ruins Update. The update closely followed, I think, behind or in front of or behind its 1.0 release. So it should be coming out within the next couple of months or so, or whenever the game is ready. But it is on sale right now. If you go down below and click the link, you can find it for 30% off for, I believe, $17.49 of its original $24.99 price. So if you are interested in the game, you can go find it there and see for yourself. Otherwise, we're gonna jump into it, check it out. If you guys want to see more of it, let me know. Otherwise, this is just kind of a brief look and see what they've done. I think I played it way back when. We don't actually have a recording on it, but I played it way back when it came out into early access. But I want to try it out. It is a very interesting game and a very interesting premise. So we're just gonna do the tutorial. But yeah, I guess we'll go through the tutorial right now. Anbu customization. So the creature's name is Anbu. Your Anbu looks just like the old legend said it would. Capable of carrying a village on its back, its massive earthen body embodies the spirit of earth and suggests warmth and safety. I'm just gonna call it Anbu, and we can actually, you can change the color of Anbu. I'm gonna go with his natural kind of wood looking there. We're gonna hit, yep, that's good. Please review and confirm the difficulty settings to restart the game, or to start the game. We have game mode tutorial and difficulty tutorial. We're just gonna say this, YouTube. Hello, YouTube, how are you? That's not how you spell YouTube, there we go, accept. All right, so here we go. We'll have a little bit of cutscene here.
By the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
And there he is, the big boy. Waking up, and he's adorable. Look at him. But I think like this is humanity's last bastion, and like you are having to do this kind of symbiotic relationship with this creature, and kind of make sure humanity lives. It is post-apocalyptic. So we are kind of dealing with that. We have the tutorial. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Ghibli inspired to me, at least the art style. There you are. Good to see you, my friend. After all the years we've traveled, all the hardships we've endured together, who would have thought we'd run into an Anbu after all? Okay, so Anbu is just the creature's name as in general. It's not just the one thing. They're also wearing masks, so you can see like probably air is not very breathable. It's really amazing, isn't it, dear? We might be the first humans to have seen one in a couple hundred years. But the poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I had thought Anbu slept underground, but the poisoning of the soil must have woken it up. Okay, so the soil's being poisoned. I wonder if it can even sustain itself up here on the surface. But if we take care of it, it might take care of us in turn. But if push comes to shove, we might have to prioritize our own well-being in order to survive. Hey, don't be a grumpy. You treat Anbu right. Though it is a decision that we would like to pass on to you. We may have to lead let our people here, but I think it's a good opportunity for someone new to take over. To ease the transition, I could teach you a little of what I've learned. Tutor you even a tutorial, so to say. What do you think? So yeah, we're gonna go through the tutorial just because I haven't played this in a while. We have many different things here. I've seen it compared like slightly to an RTS, but let's go ahead and look through the Elder's Notebook. Here will teach you everything you need to know. We have the tutorial in the looks like top right corner, so over here. The Elder's Notebook, so we'll open that up. And then we have all of our different goals here, biomes. There's biomes, biome conditions, biome events, jungle, mountains, ocean. I'm not going to read through everything. That's going to be a little overkill. Of course, you guys don't want to sit through here. It should have basic camera movement controls, WASD, pitch and yaw from the zoom in. I think, is that pitch and yaw? Don't think so. 3 views in the game. Switch between the views by zooming with tab or 4, 5, 6. Okay, very good. Game speed, 1, 2, 3. Good. All right, so I think we got the basic stuff. WASD. We have that, and then tab, it changes our views. We have the Anbu view, we have the map view, and then we have, of course, our city view. So very good. We have our speed controls, 1, 2, 3. In space can pause, very good. Zoom in, scroll. We have 4, 5, 6 again, or we can have tab again. Going into the world map view, very good, very good. Alrighty, what's next? So we have a request here, we're cutting camps. This guy's like, hey, what are you doing? So shift while placing buildings, keep it selected. Build 2 wood cutting camp near trees. So we want some wood cutting camps. Resources. Cancel harvest task. Nope, we want buildings. Where are my buildings at? Probably the giant build button. There you go. Storage, berry gatherer, wood cutting camp. Perfect. Okay, so we want to keep building them. So, you know, we can start cutting out, I think probably like right here. Let's have like our city square. We want the city square near. I guess, look, you know what? Probably just the center. Yeah, we wanted the center. So let's go ahead and just kind of cut right here. So hold shift to make sure we can place multiples. And then I'll probably put one kind of in all those trees right there. That looks good to me. I'll go on pause there. So now we need to wait for them to build. And I am going to preemptively maybe build some roads if it lets me. That'd be kind of cool. I want the building menu again. There it is, dirt roads. So we want to go ahead and say, I'm going to build some dirt roads. Just kind of have our central path here. This stuff is in the way, so we'll just kind of have like a central path go like that. And then we'll have it come off like right there. That should be good enough. There we go. Y'all get the work. Get y'all something to do. All right, assign 2 workers to each of your 2 wood cutting camps. So we're going to say 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Perfect. Very, very good. Yeah, and I really like this game. I picked up because I just like the art style and the concept of it. I mean, building a city on the back of a creature that moves and the world map and all that. I don't know. I think that's just kind of cool. Once again, love the art style. It's very charming, very cozy. That's kind of my reasons for picking it up. Of course, you guys know by the channel, I love city builders, so there's that. All right, let's go and put a mining camp down. We want a mining camp, and we want it near some rocks. So let's see, we got some clay pits. It says near rocks, so we can only get those up there. We have some down here as well. I think those are ombu spikes that we see there, but I'm going to put one right there. And of course, I'm going to put a dirt road down just so we have it. We do have some trees in my way. It's fine for right now. We don't have to have like a massive amount of roads, so we'll be okay. And we need to make sure we assign 2 workers when it gets to it. We got some clay deposits. We have boulders. We can't get to those yet. And then I believe, like I said, these are ombu spikes. Can be harvested, but reduces ombu's trust. And we can see here that we have a couple different things. We got villager happiness. We have ombu health and ombu view. I like that. And then, of course, we have our mountains and world view. Very good. All right, so we need to assign workers to our camp. Easy enough. Okay, so what's next? We have to construct a material storage. So where do we have material storage? Material storage, and I kind of want that in the central part of camp. I feel like storage should be kind of in the central part. So we'll have it go right there. And then, of course, we can speed up if we really need to. You guys go do that for me. And they're cutting down wood. Gonna place it in the storage. Get that built. They have no homes. I know we'll get that done as soon as we can. Follow the tutorial for right now. Don't get ahead of myself. All right, so now when you want to a berry gatherer near berry bushes, assign worker to your berry gatherer. So let's see here. We want food berry gathering. And we need to find some berries wherever they're at. So we have some berries up there. We have some berries down here. Let's see here. Can we get all of these berries in our berry gatherer? I don't think we're going to be able to swing all of them because of the trees that we've got there. Oh, I mean, we can always move it later. I don't think that's a problem. So yeah, we'll get at least these berries for right now, and then we can move it around later on. Let's go ahead and get us a dirt road, and I'm just going to have that go straight down for right now. All right. So once we get that done, we'll assign some workers, and they will gather berries. Okay, so the berry gatherer is done. Let's go ahead and assign our workers there and move on to the next part of the tutorial. Build clay gathering deposits. Assign 2 workers to your clay. Clay deposits work similarly to berry bushes. Once harvested, they will need to regenerate before they can be harvested again. We have 2 different deposits here that we have. I think that was in the mining section, clay gathering. Yep. So we're going to gather this clay, or we can gather this clay up here. Since we already have some industry up here, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, let's go and just put that right there. And of course, give me some dirt roads. Let's go ahead and try to get this going. Best way I can at least get this done is probably go like that. And let's zoom in a little bit. You can zoom in. And I don't think, yeah, I'm not getting a road through there until we get these trees cut down. So once we have some more trees cut down, we can honestly put another woodcutters down if I really, really wanted to. Do we need that? Why not? Ooh, no, wait, pause, whoa, cancel that. Cancel? Hang on, let me figure out how to cancel. Okay, so there's a little X right here you can find in the menu. Just hit cancel on that. Whew, that was a close one. All right, and then we also have gaining villagers. If your villager happiness is high enough, the village will periodically attract nomads. Once they have arrived, the new, I guess the meeple widget on the top of the screen will light up. Click it to accept new villagers into your village. All right. So I'm assuming this one right here, the village happiness, or they said this one right here, we can accept population. We need homes, so we get some tents down. Get like some tents. Can I rotate them? Let's see. Nope, not that. What is is it shift? No, it's not shift. I don't think there's a rotate. Yeah, I don't think there's a rotate. I'm going to check and see if there's a rotate real quick. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a rotate. That's fine. We can go ahead and start placing some village huts down. I think I'm going to place some, let's see, we're going to keep them got storage right there. So like, we can say, hey, hut there. And we want to keep building. Let's just build some huts. Like 4 huts should do right now. I don't know how many villagers per hut. 2 villagers. So yeah, 4 huts should be fine. So they'll build those as soon as they can. Then we'll get our clay deposit done, which getting to work slightly. Okay, so our clay pit is done and we want to assign 2 workers to it. So we'll do that for sure. And then let's see after that, Village category menu will only work when fully staffed. Construct a research building. Assign workers to your research building. The star indicates which research is recommended. So we want the village category. And that is right there. We want a research building. And I'm going to have that kind of close to our central area here. And then, of course, we want to build a dirt road just to kind of build that out. Perfect. And then we are lacking in terms of free workers at the moment. We probably will need to cut down, at least, no pun intended, cut down on our trees. Maybe even our stone production. So I might like take one worker away from here. And then we'll have him build because we have plenty of build jobs going. We do need plenty of stone and clay, but we do have people working on clay and getting that done. I love like the little I love the art style. It is just so cozy. So very cozy. All right, anyway, we need to uproot a berry bush. Berry bushes gatherers are idle. This happens when there aren't enough berry bushes around the workplace. You can uproot wild berry bushes. Okay. So we want to say harvest or harvest and remove. Let's see. Uproot a berry bush. Harvest and remove function. Your berry gatherers can then put them closer to themselves. Uproot a berry bush. Okay. So we want that. And we want all of these. And we want to uproot them. And I'm guessing they'll place them closer. It's automatically, you know, they'll place them closer to them. Maybe? We'll see. Make sure you uproot berry bush that is not already in your berry gatherer's radius and that your berry bush gatherers are set to only plant or plant and harvest. So if we look at this, plant and harvest, only plant. So we want them to plant and harvest. So yeah, I guess someone who is free. So like, you know, we can say, hey, go uproot and plant if you don't mind. So they'll change out of that. They'll go kind of uproot and plant. And once they put them there, then we should be good to go. We can get new population. So let's go ahead and grab that. Now, how are we doing? Construct research building. We're still working on that. We need wood and stone. So we may want to eventually put someone back on the stone cutters just to have someone. So I am going to probably assign someone there. And then once we have some new villagers, so we should be able to sign them back. I'm going to say, hey, berry bush people, go there. We have, how many free jobs can I see that we have? Employee idle. Employed idle 1. Free workers idle 2. Okay, so we haven't uprooted these berry bushes yet. Hopefully we can get those done as soon as possible. But once they do, once we construct our research building, then we can continue on. Oh, and look at this. Ambu's woken up. So he is now walking and moving towards the next location. We can see that we have an event down there, abandoned encampment. So we could probably get some stuff from it. Yeah, maybe find some tools among the debris. So we'll wait till he gets there. But I love the map, man. It is really cool. And you can eventually see what biomes are coming up and eventually guide Ambu. But for right now, he just kind of does his own thing. Still waiting for the research to be done and for us to uproot these berry bushes here. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I mean, I guess we could set priority highest. So, you know, say, hey, if you can uproot these, that would be wonderful. Also, can I name people? I can name people. Well, you guys know what that means. Everyone is getting a name. So let's see here. We're going to have, of course, Danza here. That's going to be helping us out. And then I'm going to go by my members first. And then we have Kevin. Welcome, Kevin. And then we'll say, you know, we have TU here. There's TU. And then let's see, we have Hostel and then Meatbag. So Hostel. And then we'll have Meatbag over here. All right. And if you want to be named, please let me know down below and I will gladly add you as a villager and live on Ambu's back. But for right now, I do prioritize my members in terms of naming and games. But once I am out of naming members, I will gladly take suggestions from the comments and add you guys in. All right, so we need to start our research. We go ahead and employ someone here. Show a research tree. And an air well. Extracts water from the air, works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. Estimated research time, 12 hours, and need some wood to do. And we need to build it with wood and stone. All right, so let's go ahead and select that. They'll get to work on it. And for right now, yep, these guys are harvesting and uprooting, I believe. Collecting and uprooting, so they'll move those for us and get them around. We have complete happiness. We have 4 homeless? 4 of your 12 villagers are homeless. Oh, we can't have that. We need more tents. I would like to have probably like a better tent system here, but for right now, we'll just say, hey, can we copy? Nope, we can't copy. All right, so remember to hold shift. There we go. And that should cover our villager needs. Right now, make sure they have a nice place to live. I'm not entirely sure what kind of layout I'm going to go here for. It's probably going to be a grid-based layout, but you know, it's fine. We'll make it work. Is this going to be a good layout? I don't know. We'll definitely see, because I think we could fit 2 here and then another road in the central there. But I don't know. As we go along, we'll hopefully make this look a little bit nicer. Okay, so something we can see here is that, yeah, we have uprooted these berry bushes and they are being planted here. I'm eventually going to want to move this out of the way and kind of get them moved around, because this is kind of in our central area and we're eventually going to want like another clay pit here. So once we get some of these trees cut down, we'll probably move the berry gatherer over and then just maybe have some berry fields there. One thing I did mention this, but yeah, we actually had to reassign workers elsewhere so that they can come to the research building. This has to be fully staffed, like the game said. I believe Kevin's working here and some other people are working here. So Brittany, hello Brittany, and Vincent, and then of course Kevin is here as I guess the head researcher. So very good. Still waiting for our airwell. Yeah, waiting for our airwell to finish. We can hit T to go ahead and see the progress of it. It's at 72%. I will say one thing, if I want to name my people after you guys in the comments and for my members, I would love for a way to me to see a list of all of my villagers. So far, I haven't seen it, and it's not down here. This is worker management, and it's not here when I click on this, and it's not, you know, warning flags or any of this. Oh, no, idle workers. So, you know, we want another research tree. We can have a farm or a water tank. We probably want a water tank so we can start storing our water. I'm going to do that just in case, because storing water sounds like it's going to be really handy. But yeah, would love a way for me to see all of my people, like a list of them. I think Timberborn has something like that, and I really enjoy just seeing have like a giant list of everyone that's part of the colony. But for right now, let's go ahead and place us. We're gonna have storage around here. I'm not entirely sure how big the water tank is. I'm assuming it is a 2x2, so I'm gonna put a water, the air well there. So we'll have that for right now. And once again, you can easily move things around. Can you not just... Oh, we need water. All right, so right now, just so you're busy, do the farm, and then once we get some water in, then we can worry about that. All right, so we need to construct the air well that is currently going. We have some idle workers going on with the berry planters. So I'm actually going to take one person away. That way someone can be doing something else. We do have mushrooms. Growing mushroom harvesting, it does not yield anything. Interesting. Also, it's almost freezing. The mountains is kind of cold, isn't it? Material storage. We don't have anything for mushrooms yet. We have a clay gathering camp. Yeah, nothing there for that. Yeah, Ombu food, mushrooms. Okay, so we need to eventually feed Ombu, which makes a lot of sense. But for right now, we have issues. What is wrong? We need to staff someone. We can work with that. And we're about neutral on gathering water. We are gathering water now. Our research is about 40% done, so we'll let that finish, and then we will research our water tank, put it there, and have some somewhat decent organization. I think I want to eventually move this wood camp over here so we can kind of get rid of some of this stuff, and then maybe this one's doing pretty good, so I might want to move this one a little bit closer down here, so that way they can kind of work. And we can easily... Oh, I like that. We don't have to reconstruct it once we move it. That is super nice. All right, so research is done. We have the farm. Let's go for the water tank next and get that done. That is kind of the suggested path that the game told me to do. So now that we have farms, we have a better way for getting food. Not enough resources available. We need more clay for it, but we will eventually get that. Where do we want our farms to go? We have a nice space right here. We have some nice space up here too. We can actually uproot those berry bushes and bring them down to our farm below. So I actually may do that. Harvest and remove. And then what I want to... That has to grow. But once we get that is grown up, then we can move it. And of course, we want some dirt roads. Move those up. We eventually want to get rid of these trees, but for right now, we'll just kind of go around them. That works. And then I want to move you. I would like... I don't know where I can move this to where it's going to be handy. Because we're eventually going to have to uproot these. These are having to grow back. I would like to move it maybe here. Off to the side, and we have like our berry bushes there, and like have a road come across. Yeah, so I think if we can maybe get it right here. Yeah, we just need to have that woodcutter's camp take care of it for us. So I'm actually going to set this to only harvest. So no planting, so we don't like accidentally put a berry bush where I don't want to build. So it looks pretty good to me. How are we doing on homelessness? We have 2 homelessness because we had 2 more joins, so we'll just have another tank go down and expand the road out. There we go. Looking good. So once that building gets done, we are waiting for... Disable the research building. Ah, I don't want to disable the research building. Why don't we disable the research building? So research tree. We're still missing... Not enough resources. Okay, so we need more stone. We do have extra people. Okay, never mind. We are good in stone. What is wrong here? We still need to gather water. Okay. So they are producing, which hopefully gives us water there. They need 5 more. So that'll be done. Good. I'll disable that after I get the research done, and then we'll move on with our next objectives. Okay, so I did disable my research just to get the thing going again, and they're honestly back and they're working again. Do we have anyone that's idle? We have 3 free workers, which is perfect. Let's go ahead and get 2 in here, so we have at least 1 free doing other things. We do have these berry bushes where I want to... Oh, can we not uproot them? No, harvest and remove. And then, oh, I must have been in the wrong order. Dang. Okay, that's fine. So they'll eventually get those done. Ambu is getting hungry, so we need to make sure that we at least probably get that going. Add plot. Let's go and make some farming. We're gonna have just kind of a plot go like this, and you know what? We'll just kind of cover as much as we can here. We do want to uproot that berry bush if we can. I think it's kind of in our way. If that destroys it, that's okay. I wouldn't be too upset about it. I think we have our farms now, so that's fine. We don't want to hurt the Ambu spike, so we'll just kind of be part of that. And then we'll have some fields there and some fields there. I think that's just fine. That way you kind of just go up into the farm. We do have the research done for the water tank. Let's go ahead and get that built. So that is part of our storage. And nope, wrong button. There we go. And yep, just as I thought, well, it's not a 2x2, but it's a 2x4, I guess. But we'll have that water tank go there. That's looking good. These guys are cutting our trees down. And actually, I found that you can prioritize trees, so you can say, hey, harvest, and then you can set prioritization, so they go for those first, so I can move my berry gather over to the left here, and that would be pretty decent. All right, so we got a bunch of different things here. We have open the villager happiness details, harvest a wild mushroom, and then accept new villagers. Oh, we can easily do that. Done. Easy enough. We also want to harvest mushrooms, so we have landscaping. That's nice, not what I'm looking for. Flop house and pantry. Stores all kinds of foods for villagers, so that's good for food. Where do I get the mushrooms? Mycologist, so this is, you know, mycelia. Plants and harvest mushrooms as ingredients for Ambu food. So yeah, we want that. Let's go hornblower, because this is our next objective here, and I can't queue up things, but that's fine. So we'll get that done. So now we want to harvest a wild mushroom. Oh, actually, no, never mind. We can just harvest it normally. Oh, so you can harvest without the jobs. Okay, I see. So you don't have to have the proper building to harvest it. Understood. So like, you know, the mycelia, that's actually going to be for us to have control harvesting. Understood. All right, so they've got this done. I'm gonna move this building if possible. Doesn't look like there is movement of it though. So we actually have to dismantle it? Oh, and so not all buildings can be moved, it looks like. Only certain ones. Fair enough. All right, so I'm gonna dismantle this when I move it, because it's kind of in my my pathway system here. The berry bushes are fine, but I do want to get this one kind of scooted over if possible, and it's not gonna be as smooth of a process if I want it to. There are some berry bushes in the way, so I might... what do I want to do here? You have to wait for them to be grown. So actually, we'll rely on our farm right now, which I think is fine. And then we'll say, hey, uproot and harvest. And then once those are uprooted, then we can get them moved down here as well. Actually, I think I might move everything maybe up here next to the farm. I don't know. We'll see. We have a red flag. What do we got? What's wrong with you? Not enough resources available. Really? What do you need? Water? Okay, we need more water. Which means I probably want another one of these water stations, to be honest. And I think we might just do that. So I'm going to move this harvester up here, because I want to get a lot of these trees taken care of. So I'm going to put you there. And then we'll say airwell. Put it right there. Awesome. So we'll have like our water and storage and all that. There's a tree that is coming up, and I don't want you there. Please don't grow there. Our researchers are busy, or are not busy. Let's get a pantry to store our food, because we just have our food kind of just sitting around, and I feel like we should have a place to store it. So yeah, I'm going to have like storage and just kind of random stuff here. I think that's pretty nice. So, you know, we'll have like food storage right here and just have like a little bit of lanes, and then we'll maybe have living on this side. Something like that. I don't know. We'll come up with it as we go along. We need to open up villager happiness details, so we'll open that up. We have 2 homelessness again. And we need to construct a hornblower. Assign worker to the hornblower and give Ambu a horn command. All right, so let's go ahead and at least fix our homelessness issue. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one there. And we'll just say, oh, nope, that's not how that goes. Those are too tall, aren't they? All right, cancel that. And then, yeah, I think that we'll do... What is this box? What are you doing? Resources? Can't move those at the moment, so that's fine. I'll just stay another house there, and we'll put more there. Sure. And then we'll get better houses as we go along, but for right now, we'll just use those basic huts. All right, so now we need to construct the hornblower, which we have Anbu. And it has to be in a certain location. It has to be near Anbu, and I think I want to at the apex here. Making it down here would be smarter, but I don't know. I feel like up here near Anbu would be pretty decent. Technically, like right here is probably best because that's like right central to his back. So I think we'll have to clear out some boulders eventually, but right now we'll have it right there so it's closer to the village. Get us a dirt road out here. Is this gonna work? Can we do like this? And nope. Okay, there's a rock there. That's fine. And we'll do something like that and then follow it all the way down. Sure. That'll work for right now. That way we have some roads getting up there. We kind of have this just random road that's there, not really doing much. Oh, and these have to be assigned. Ah, I see. Okay. Do we have anyone that can help us with that? We are low on wood. I think we only have one person at this wood cuttery. How many people do I have idle? We have 3 workers. All right, so let's go ahead and just assign people because we did destroy our berry gatherer. Flop house, makeshift housing for up to 30 villagers. Whoa. Okay. Poison resistance minus 40% though. Ooh, okay. What about just the basic huts though, I wonder? For right now, let's go for, what's the game suggest? What's the game got started for me? The carpenter? All right, sure. You know what? We'll see what the game has for me. We'll click on the carpenter there. I feel like researching is probably better. We need to make sure we have more wood, though. We are having a distinct lack of it. Let's get these guys up here, I think. I want to clear out some of this area up there. We'll have them move over there and help us out there. These berry bushes, once they're grown, we're going to uproot them and kind of move them around. I'm just going to say uproot. Hopefully this isn't going to end up killing my villagers. We can check their happiness and see how food's going. +2. And I do want to get our storage down because I believe we have the pantry now. So I want a pantry to go. Ooh. Yeah, this isn't going to work for me as well as I wanted it to, is it? Okay. Let's see if we can move some things around and maybe make this a little bit easier on me. Okay, so I moved our wood cuttery here and I put it in our pantry here because it's kind of going to be near the fields up here. So they don't have to move very far to store it. And then I might have like the berry plantation on this side so like you can walk in to get the berries. These guys are slowly moving their way up. And then, you know, we could just uproot these and then eventually have like a berry plantation and have that going. We have to make sure those are fully harvested though. But we're going to uproot them and then we'll store them as needed. I know that's kind of redundant where we kind of got some and then planted them and then now we're taking them back up again, but it'll be fine. Fine. We desperately need more water. Water is very, very, very tough right now. But we'll eventually get there. This guy is just kind of vibing. I guess we're out of stone, so nothing we can do there. We can go over here and just gather all this stone at the edge here. I'm sure there's things we're gonna have to put over here for Anbu. So we'll have that. You can go over there and start working. And then we have some more roads being built. And just for my sanity's sake, I'm going to disable that road. Not disable, but destroy it. We have more people. Bring them in. And then, of course, we probably want more homes. So, you know, we'll get another tent down. And because I know what I know now, I'm just going to put tents on here as well. We'll just have 3 more. And then, you know, we'll just have another dirt road go through there. Perfect. That way it's kind of central. We have our pantry. We can start storing things. Berries, beets. Beets? Beets. Yes, beets. But yeah, so now we need to assign someone to the hornblower, and then we can guide Anbu. Let's do what the tutorial says. And now we need to give him a horn command. Let's show interactions. We can say, lie down, walk, or run. I don't want to make him run. That's terrible. Don't push poor Anbu. Here, you take a break, buddy. You've been walking for a while. He's only 80% sleep. Oh no, he's very sleepy. Yeah, you take a nap, buddy. You take it easy for a second. So Anbu's sleeping. It's nighttime. Makes a lot of sense. Let's get back to the town view. All right, so now we need to research carpenter, which we are doing. We're just kind of lacking wood. Our carpenter, or not our carpenters, but our woodsmen are going as fast as they can. I'm going to assign another worker here so we can grow a little bit more. And it looks like we're just doing beet, so we're planning on harvesting. And he is... Oh! Sleep more! Yeah, I was about to say, get back to sleep. There you go. No, what? Oh, okay. We're good? All right, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. Cut his head. All right. Back to it. Research carpenter. So they are going to hopefully get that done as soon as they can. And then once they are, we'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we have completed our carpentry. And now it says we should get a stones mason. So yeah, we're just going to go for that next. They are kind of idle at the moment, but that is fine. We want to construct a carpenter. And that looks like it's here. And where do we, I kind of want my, I think I'll have my production out here near the hornblower. Maybe we'll have like the stone. We'll have all of them out here. Maybe that's too far out, but we can move them eventually. Then we can have like our stonemason out here because that's where our stone is. And I eventually probably want to have this moved here because, I mean, they're going to move the stone and wood. You can actually select what you want to store. So I might have a storage unit right here on the edge or right here on the corner. And then we can start storing stone and wood there. So I don't want wood and stone here or planks. And we can just say that for right now. And then we'll store any of those there. Same with, it looks like bricks, any kind of construction, iron ore. Anything that's kind of like sand, clay, like anything that's kind of a building material, we'll put up here near all these guys. I know this guy is kind of, he needs a road. I need to build this guy a road. So let's go ahead and get him a road. Say like something like that. This is kind of like our industrial zone. Kind of like it. We'll eventually get rid of that boulder there. We do have some clay pits around here. I wish I could, can I get rid of these? Is that a thing I can do? Harvest and remove, yes. Okay, so I want to harvest and remove these. What, can I plant a clay pit? Doesn't look like it. No planting of clay pits. So we'll have these four for right now, and if we need to, we'll come get these down here. For right now, I kind of like this being our industrial zone up here. And then we'll say exit to all, and then we'll just have clay, all of this stuff right there, and then glass. What is this? Compost? Yeah, that's fine. We'll say glass, no. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Perfect. And then once we get the stonemason done, we'll get stonemason up here as well. And like I said, we'll have our industrial zone, and they can just kind of store this stuff through here. Yeah, he's got 10 in his inventory. They should move it back here into this storage unit when it gets done. And they should move all this stuff eventually, I think, maybe, hopefully, if I did it right. I'm hoping I did it right. I think we did it right. Maybe they're just bringing all the materials over here for right now because that's all we have to do. We are lacking stone at the moment, but we can only have... Maybe we should have 2 stone masons. Do we want that? How many people do we have? We have 3 idle workers. I mean, we need 2 here, so we need to at least have 1 idle worker to do things around the place. So I think that's where we should leave it. All right. Research ombuologist. Construct an ombuologist. Okay, so never mind. Let's not do that. Show research tree. Let's get the ombuologist. So ombu discipliner. Discipliner? Oh, it's got a drill on it. No, don't do that. Don't discipline the poor boy. All right, let's get the ombuologist there. Wait. No, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, cancel that. And now we need mushrooms and planks. Okay. Easy enough, we can do that. So we're constructing planks. We need to make sure that we harvest some mushrooms, bundles of mushrooms. We don't have enough. What is this? We have some herbs. Okay. Do we have any more mushrooms? And if not, well, might have to go make our own. So let's see. We can harvest these right now. It's a little bit of a walk. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I got to walk a little bit for them, but you know, it's fine. They'll get them eventually. And so we're on day 9. We have some issues. You guys have no wood to cut. Good job. You did your job pretty well. And then I guess we'll, since this is our industrial zone up here, we'll kind of cut around it. Yeah, I kind of want to leave the back natural if we can, and then we'll kind of live near the head of Ombu. I think I like that idea. I think that's a pretty good idea. And then we'll kind of leave the back natural, have our industrial zone up here. I think that's a pretty good idea. So I want the woodcutting camp, the one that is, nope. Oh man, okay, nope. Wrong buttons. There we go. That one. I want to move it. Perfect. And then we'll have that woodcutting camp right there, and I think that'll work just fine. So Ombu is getting a little hungry. Villagers over 15. Total needs are getting a little high. I don't know what this needs is, but the food quality is not very good. But we'll eventually get there. All right, so right now I need to work on getting the ombuologist. So we need some stone, we need some mushrooms, and some planks. We are working on that at the moment. So once we have that done, I will let you guys know, and hopefully we'll have the ombuologist up. Okay, we have our first biome event. So encountering a biome event causes status effects that affect Ombu in your village. They are displayed along the right side of the top bar. Hover over one of them to learn more about it. So it is raining. Rain falls upon Ombu and raises humidity, which means we're going to get more water collection, which is very, very good for us. We can see here that we have 60 out of 150. Very, very good. Do we need this much water right now? Oh, wow, that was a short-lived event. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to collecting mushrooms and then hopefully, like I said, get this zombieologist up. Oh, and this is really cool. I mean, that storm we had earlier, you can actually see the path and stuff on the world map, so you can see weather events that are coming towards you. That is really cool, man. Oh, that is so cool. Awesome. All right, anyway, sorry, I thought that was a really, really neat detail. I'm still collecting mushrooms and such. I have set jobs to do so, but I don't think we are getting... Oh, no, we did get it done. They are researching it, and perfect. There it is, the zombieologist. So let's go ahead and get it. We need to have it, of course, up here. And I know this is kind of like our industrial zone, but you know, we could still have it here. I'm gonna have it near the hornblower, I guess. I kind of want to be able to see it though, so we'll put it right here for now, so they can study it. And we'll eventually, once this miner gets all the stone done, then we can move him and have our Ombu specialist up here. So we'll go ahead and just have a little path like that and get that done. So we're gonna let that to construct real quick. Things are moving. We are cutting down these trees here. These berry bushes are grown. Ooh, what is this? Herb. Huh, interesting. Wasn't expecting to have herbs there. But yeah, I'm gonna uproot these berry bushes and then we'll replant them towards near where the farm is. And then we'll have like our berry harvesting up that way. And we'll go ahead and set those jobs. Perfect. All right, so I'll see you guys in a few when the ombuologist gets back up and we can see what we do next. Okay, so the ombuologist is done, gathers knowledge about Ombu and creates Ombu notes. So we'll get some Ombu notes, which is really cool. Notes about our interactions with Ombu produces by the ombuologist and needed for Ombu-related research. 0 available. And now we need to construct a stonemason. So we're going to show our research tree and we're going to go in here and get stonemason. Very good. All right, so once we have that done, I think we'll move on to the next objective. And for now, I think we're doing okay. They need, okay, so needs 1. What do they, what do y'all need? I don't know what this is. What is this? Total needs 1.1.25. Decoration, would you guys like some decorations? I don't know what you want from me. Right now, I'm going to follow the tutorial, and hopefully that's going to be enough. So we had a pretty interesting event. Ombu evacuated its bowels. I don't know why I needed to know that, or why the game told me it. I'm thinking there might be something for it mechanically. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out later down the line. But yeah, I just received that event. We're almost done researching our stonemason here so that we can go ahead and complete the next objective. Ombu's doing pretty good. We are in the world map. You can see the rain clouds passing through. I love that detail. It is so cool to me. But yeah, once we get the stonemason done, we will see what's next. So stonemason, get that out. And then of course we want it near our industrial stuff and the Ombu research area. So we need to have plenty of stone for that. And I did set up another miner down here to help us get that stone requirement. Shouldn't take as long. And you guys also may have noticed, if you were keeping an eye out, I did kind of scale my UI down a little bit. I feel like it was taking up a lot. And it doesn't go away when you're not doing anything in it. So I did scale it down a little bit just so I can see the game a little bit more. 3 nomads would like to settle on Ombu. Yep, sure. Go ahead and join us. We do have some research need to be done. Kitchen. I feel like we need to have something to feed Ombu. Is that not important? Like, should we not have eat command? Yeah, I mean, eat commands Ombu to eat. Only works at designated feeding spots. What does the game want me to do? It wants me to construct a stonemason. So, you know, for right now, I'll pick what the game thinks I should do. I really think I should probably have Ombu eat something because he's getting a little hungry, but you know, that's just me. Maybe we'll find somewhere where he can eat somewhere soon. This place contains some fresh food for Ombu. And Ombu's gonna take care of himself. There you go, buddy. Look at you. Such a good Ombu. All right. So he's eating. He's fixing his needs. We're having that stonemason built pretty quickly. And then we need to assign 1 worker. We'll do that, as we do have plenty of workers to go around. And then now we need to research a scavenger hut or construct a scavenger hut. Assign workers to the scavenger hut. So we need to research it first and foremost. We are researching the kitchen. And I think we're actually in the process of researching the kitchen. Nope, never mind, we're not. What does the scavenger hut do? Where's that at? Ah, okay, here it is. It is further down the line here. Allows you to send workers to scavenge rare resources and find new villagers. Select this to set as your next resource target, and we need to have some stone made for us. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and put someone else on the stone harvesting or the stonemason, just so we're building that. But guys, I think that's where I'm gonna have to cut it for this episode. We're gonna have scavengers next episode, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is gonna help us get these spots out here. Like I said, if you guys want to see more of this and more of Anbu and the colony on his back, let me know down below. If you want to be a villager, also let me down below. But just leave me in a comment. You guys know the drill. Doing that helps these videos and reach out to more of you and grow our little community here on our little side of the internet. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.